Okay, this morning what we have the Turkish FK definitely inside Greek waters here. He came across and got in front of a small dinghy. It put itself between the dinghy and the land here, so we can't see what's going on. It's been there over an hour now. The Greek Coast Guard came out and went to one side of the Turkish, and Frontex are with the Turkish now. Swedish Frontex came out from the east and they joined the Turkish. The Turkish let the small boat go, but there's only one person we could see in the binoculars in it. I would say they're making their way back, I think, by the looks of it now, but they were about 2.5 kilometres out from the Greek coastline. You know, I've been out here for 2 years observation and everything, and I've seen where the boats stop and where they pick up and everything else. And this boat is definitely inside Greek waters. The other 2 weeks ago we had a boat just here down in the bay, and it came in about 4:30 in the morning, and all the refugees when we got there said the Turkish Coast Guard followed it within 200-300 meters. Now I wasn't there, so I can't confirm this, but I can confirm this, what's going on here and what's happened here, you know. So obviously policies have changed. And I know this is mostly down to the European Commission. The European Commission's running Europe at the moment. The European Commission have said they want all refugees that have come across to go back to the port of entry. The port of entry meaning the port of entry into Europe. You know, Greece is suffering as it is. It's been suffering for years due to the damage done to it by the IMF. And the European Union. And now we have the European Commission saying that every country can put its refugees back into Greece because this was the port of entry. This is disgusting. You know, we have a European Parliament. We're meant to have a European Parliament. But it seems to be all the laws coming out regarding this situation is down to the EU Commission. They seem to do what they like without, you know, the European Parliament is democratically elected. But what's happened in the last 18 months is absolutely disgusting, because the European Commission does exactly what it likes, and it's doing exactly what it wants to do. No one's putting a stop to it. So what's the point of us paying a European Parliament to sit there doing nothing when we have an unelected body as such, because it's not the people that have elected these people in the European Commission. They're running the country, you know, not the country, Europe. They're running Europe. They have destroyed the Geneva Convention in the last 18 months, and there's no human rights left in Europe now because they're destroying it. They're abusing people, you know. We're human beings, you know, and some of us have a heart and we help human beings. But what this European Commission have done is absolutely disgusting in the last 18 months. And I don't know how we stop this. I don't know how we stop these people in this commission. They seem to think they're immune to anything and they can do exactly what they like and they can abuse human beings. Something's very wrong here. I don't know how we stop this. I really don't. You know, Europe was meant to be a civilized group of countries. Yeah? And it definitely is not anymore, you know. The abuses that Europe have done out here, you know, have been responsible for. And the abusive to human beings right throughout Europe is so disgusting, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You know, what we should do, if Erdogan empties these borders, I mean, the EU Commission are doing anything to stop it. You know, they're giving him money, they're abusing people. We see it just this morning, you know, they're sinking boats, they're filling boats with water cannons, they're slicing boats, people are going in water. You know, I dread to think how many people have been lost because of these policies, how actually died because of these policies of the EU Commission, I dread to think. But if it comes again, the European Commission, come here with me for 2 weeks or a week, even a week is good enough. If the boats start coming in again, you people on the European Commission, get off your fucking asses, get here on north of Lesvos and help me bring the boats in. See the people on the beaches that are dying because of hypothermia. See the babies die in your hands because you can't do nothing. See the fear in the people's faces. See the children with chlorine burns. See the people with bullet wounds and shrapnel wounds. You come here on these beaches and you help me for a week or 2 weeks bringing in these boats. and then go back to your offices and your nine warm offices and your big country party mills and things like this, and then make a bloody decision. Because you don't know what's going on here. We are human beings. You are a human being. Huh? What gives you the right to abuse other human beings? What gives you the right to do this? All the money you've wasted in the last year is incredible. Absolutely incredible. In the last 18 months. All these walls going up, all your policies, all the NATO, all the ships out here, why didn't you put all that effort in to solving the problem of the war? Yeah? No, you wouldn't do that because you're responsible for a lot of it going on. Yeah? Get out here and help me. Come out here and help me. This shouldn't be done by volunteers. You people on the top, come out here. Come out here, bring the babies off the boat, bring the women off the boat. Pick up the bodies. Yeah? Come out here, because you're disgusting people. I don't care what anyone thinks. What you've done is bloody disgusting. You sit in your offices in your suits and everything else, and your pot bellies and whatever, yeah? And all you do is abuse and abuse and abuse. You're abusing human beings. You have destroyed the Geneva Convention completely in the last 18 months. Your policies stink. Absolutely stink. You shouldn't be there. And the European Parliament should take Europe back. Get rid of this European Commission completely.
Tell your name.
Okay?
Yes, tell your name.
My name is Eric Kempson. I live on the north coast of Lesvos. Okay?